Okay, in this video, you're going to review my gameplay versus random people on the Discord server.
Makes
Um,
sense.
It'll be interesting to see what lines I take that you wouldn't take and where you identify the mistakes in my play.
Okay.
So some of the stuff that comes kind of naturally to you, just in terms of like sequencing and card selection and all that, it may not come as naturally to me because I haven't got the reps. So I'm hoping this highlights some of those kind of decisions. All right, so let's get on with it. I can't remember if I was going first or second here. So it'll be me going first, it looks like. Yeah. Grove and Zorn. Ride
An
Vibe.
interesting
Sneaky Darius.
battlefield selection from our opponent. What was that? Annie or
Vi and Ride. I shipped.
yeah, that's correct. That's correct. No 2-drop, but that's probably fine. We have the sneaky, so yeah, he's just gonna. Oh wait, our opponent's gonna get their extra rune. Okay, there he goes. This is pretty easy. We can just go. We have a couple options here actually. It's probably just the sneaky though. I don't see why we wouldn't just do sneaky. Yeah, I like that a lot. Then we can stack deck, sure. Find a FOF here or something that lets us hold. Ah, Seeker's a little worse. What were the other two options? Darius, Sneaky, or something?
Let's have a look. It was Darius and I think it was Cleave. Yeah, I think it was another
Oh,
Cleave.
Cleave? If it was, it's fine. The Void Seeker was correct either way. Void Seeker's pretty good here. Okay, that's a terrible play from our opponent. Is he gonna crash the Cythria? Crash? Actually, this is fine. If we crashes the Cythria here, it's actually totally okay. Oh, shit. Okay. That is not what I was expecting. Um, our opponent's about to get blown out here by this Darius Cleave.
I
Yeah.
didn't. I don't know if I like this flash.
No, it's you could have not because we're gonna go to 2 anyway. So yeah, I probably wouldn't have actually. Now that you're yeah, because we probably want the flash for our Darius because if he's tapped out, so our Darius is free. But on his turn, if he has like Hidden Blade on our Darius, we want to be able to flash it back. But he also just has the Sett to out it, so it's like he doesn't even need to do that. We walk over the Cythria now though, which is nice. We don't even have to play the Darius, so we probably don't. Yeah, no, I think everything you did here was correct. I was kind of tunneling on doing the Darius Cleave play, but I think you did the right thing by doing the flash and then walking over. I think our opponent, no, and I think our opponent played fine too. He kind of had to do it in that order. No, I think this is fine. This is like a super winning game position, and we still have the Darius in hand, so I don't see any problem with this.
So he has to retake here to stop me drawing, which means it's sitting dock for Darius.
I mean, he's gonna be buffed, but I mean that's fine. Yeah, play a Glory Seeker. Okay, it's fine. We're gonna go to 4, and he's still at 2 points, so it's like we're super ahead right now. I guess the one thing we do have to consider is Hidden Blade. But I mean, it's game 1, so the chance he has Hidden Blade game 1 is pretty low. We could do Cleave Noxus Hopeful over. That's probably what I would have done actually. I would have cleaved the Noxus Hopeful over to bait a Hidden Blade. And then if he doesn't have it, then we can just go Darius over. Yeah, I think that's probably. I probably would have done the Poro up first, like Poro up, do the discard draw, and then go Cleave over,
Go right
and then
with.
go Darius. I think is what the order I would have done it in is.
Okay. That makes sense.
Like the Darius here is fine. It's just that with Darius is the kind of card that you don't want to commit to the board until you absolutely have to.
And if it
Or I guess in Sett you would have like wanted to play it to base, so that way you can like use it as more of a control piece. Because right now, all you're doing with the Darius is you're just using it as a removal spell. Like you're just playing him, you're cleaving, you're killing his guy, but then you have no way to protect him, so he's just gonna die, right? So
yeah,
it's like, and if instead we played him to base, and then we can like actually use him to like go up and down, that's a much stronger way to use Darius, especially in like matchups like this where they don't have a way to effectively interact with our base other than like challenge, I guess. But I mean, if he wants to challenge us, that's totally chill. Um, am I missing something? How are we backing this Darius?
I think we're not. I just moved.
Okay, okay. The Darius is really good actually. If you cheat, Darius becomes much stronger actually. I didn't realize
It
that.
should be on
I'm
the
gonna have to
model.
start. I'm gonna have to start doing that in my games.
There we are.
Okay, yeah, makes sense.
We figure it out.
I mean, we're fine. I mean, he has to have a buff in hand, so like a second pit rookie or a monk. He has to eat the buff to walk in, and then we can trade with Void Seeker into it. That's been pretty good to me.
Yeah, I think the other line was better though. What you said with Cleve going right on the
Yeah,
opposite, because you get
that
two.
loses to like a Call to Glory in hand, but I mean, he already used one, so it's like,
But then if he does have
wait,
Hidden
does it lose to
Blade,
Call to Glory? Yeah, it does because he eats that buff. He goes to 8. We swing him to 7.
we did have
But I mean, we had
another.
this, we had the Seeker in hand, so we could have just Seekered it, so and then traded, which would have been fine.
Did we also get the second Cleve off the left
Yeah, yeah, that's what
battlefield
I'm saying.
too? So
Is you have to do the Poro up first and see what you hit because the second cleave makes it like super free. There's like nothing to beat that. Okay,
accelerate
that's
release.
interesting. Okay, there's actually a really clean line here. I'm gonna see if you do it.
Okay, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking that we Void Seeker this try Glory Seeker, and then we cleaved for our second spell, so we go to 7, and this Lee Sin dies. That's what I'm thinking. Is that what he does? Okay. Oh, on the Lee Sin? That was wrong.
Why is that?
Well, because now we're still trading, right? Like this Darius is going to trade with these 2 units now. The line I gave you, the Darius survives.
How's that?
So you unless I'm missing something, this Glory Seeker's a 3, right?
Uh,
Oh no, because the Lee Sin. No, I'm stupid. No, you're fine. You're
it's
chilling. Yeah, this
five.
was
It's
correct.
five.
Sorry. I was thinking. Totally forgot Lee Sin has an effect. Holy. No, this line's totally fine.
So it's trades. It's trades anyway.
Yeah, it was trading no matter what. Um, in that case, this line is correct. Yeah, you did it correctly. I was just thinking. I literally just forgot Lee Sin had an effect.
We take a sec here. This guy needs to math, so we figure out the math and then he. There we go. So they all clear.
And then he moves up. That's fine. I mean, yeah, we could have played this much cleaner, and our Darius would have been not dead here, but there's not really much we can do about it now. We need to go to 6, so we have to do something with our Annie.
Great minds, mate. Great minds. I'm digging for gas here, I think. So I think whether or not I get Stack Deck or Void Seeker, and I think I end up, yeah, I just Void Seeker and go in with the Poro.
That seems correct. Yeah, I mean, I don't. That's probably what I would have done.
Just
No, that's
the
exactly what I would have done.
the other line I was thinking was get the Stack Deck and dig for something big,
No, no,
and
like
then flash.
I'm usually a fan of gambling, but when you have like a consistent, like a line that just wins the game, always got to just do that.
Because I
Um,
still could have got to six with flash on the hopeful and then go right, but
hmm,
um,
yeah, that's true. Let me think
but
about
then I'm
this.
saving
So
flash here.
we go back up, base, Annie stack. No, I guess we can't because it would be because we'd have. I don't hate that play either. That's an interesting.
Because the difference is this play I'm stuck. Like I get the battlefield and an extra draw, but the draw is unknown, and I got a sneaky right. But the other play I ditch the flash, and I still get the right battlefield, but I get to go deeper
Okay,
with.
I think how we do this is we play out the next turn. Next turn he has Sett, Glory Seeker. At this point, we can pretty safely say he doesn't have like a way to buff the Sett unless he top decks it. So that's something to consider. He goes in, buffs. I guess we don't really have a way to out this Sett when he's buffed is the problem. So I don't know how we're gonna win the game next turn. Like if he goes up, up. Yeah, okay. Maybe it was a sack deck play. Because we don't have like a clean out to this. Oh wait. Uh, well, I guess if he does nothing with his turn, we have a way to beat it. But assuming he does something, we're gonna need to top deck into an out. Um, there's a couple different lines because I guess the problem with doing the flash play is now our hopeful is up and then gets walked over by the Sett, assuming he has a way to buff it. But I mean, if we're assuming he doesn't have a way to buff it, then it's actually fine if the hopeful trades. So maybe and it seems kind of risky because then we don't think we should let the Poro die, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, like at this point, we just have to draw something good off the Zon. Like draw for turn and then like draw off the Zon, and we just have to hope we hit something. Which is fine. I mean, like in Annie, you're usually in that position, but
Well,
you always hit because you're playing the best deck in the game.
okay.
I mean, the whole reason to play Annie is that every card in her deck is always good. Like, so let's see what we hit. I mean, boom. Like, what did I say? What the fuck did I just say? It's so good here.
Yeah. So
Like,
he
drawing even a single card in Annie like changes the game so often. It's just like, oh, this is I see. We're playing around Call to Glory. Yeah, I like that.
we've got sneaky to.
Yeah, yeah, no, you're absolutely correct. Yeah, yeah. The only thing we lost to there was a call. Yeah, so you did the right play. Yeah, no, that was clean. I think other than that Darius thing, I think it was probably more effective to play that turn differently. I think other than that, you played it correctly, 100% correctly. I don't think I would have done anything significantly different. Um,
There's those like 50-50 lines where it's like, do we get Void Seeker or do we get Cleave? And they both look sort of good, but you don't really know which one's technically correct. And I don't know if we can like go deep enough to figure that out, but they're sort of some of the turning points where it could go one way or the other, I
yeah, I
think.
agree.
Okay, on to game two. I think I'm going in with, what is it, one Rebuke and pulling out a Noxus Hopeful. Alright, here we go. Mulligan. Whoop. What was that? Ride, stacked, Darius, Merchant.
Um, this seems like a pretty obvious. We're going second. I think we just get rid of the Darius and the ride. We need a turn one play, and we need the I mean stack deck. I don't think I very rarely mull, probably one in like 50 games. I mull stack deck. Maybe less than that. Okay, not getting rid of the Darius, that's interesting. We're gonna get really punished when we draw the second Darius off the top.
Yeah, you're right. And I think that's
There's
what
there's
actually
multiple
happened.
reasons we mull Darius. The biggest reason we mull Darius is because we want to increase our odds of finding sneaky deckhand. And then the second reason is that we don't want two Darius. Like if we draw a second Darius, we just have a dead card in our hand for like 90% of the game. So yeah, you always mull. I pretty much mull Darius every time he's in my opener. It's like never worth keeping Darius.
Okay.
Unless you have like two other cards that you need to mull, and then it's like Darius is like the third most or the second most playable card in your hand.
So the
Like
reason
Darius is a insane card. It's just not good in your opener.
Gotcha. So the reason I kept it here was because it's a second turn play, but it's not a second turn play that you can score immediately with.
Yeah, it's like a fake. It's like a fake turn two play. The problem with that logic though is we're just gonna draw a turn two play off the top. Like it's just it's how it goes.
So if that Darius was a Kaiser in this spot going second, would you keep it? Because that lets you merchant turn
Sett?
one.
You could probably keep it against Sett, yeah.
Okay, so let's see what happens. I think I end up drawing another Darius soon anyway and get punished for it, but Citria. Now, do you? This is just a small thing, but do you main like well, I think in main phase, but like, do you play stack deck on your turn, or do you wait till they come in?
It depends. You'd probably just do it on your turn because there's a chance he doesn't walk in.
Okay, so it's Ride, Gust, and Darius, and here I take the Gust. What are your thoughts on that?
Um, no, that's correct. That's 100% correct. Because what's gonna happen is he's gonna play a guy to base, and he's gonna use that guy to walk over our merchant, and we're gonna want to have a gust to protect our merchant. So I think that's 100% correct. I think or we could even just gust the Sett 3 if we wanted to.
Play Sett off C3 goes in. Gust it now anyway. So here, is it Develop Darius or Merchant? Or Annie, the stack deck?
It's never any for one. It's never any. It's always in this position actually you can just play the Darius the base if you really wanted to, but the second merchant's not bad either. But to be honest,
Because are we
no,
letting?
I think it is Darius to base actually. I think it's Darius to base, ready to, and then rebuke the Sett when he walks in. I think that's probably what I would do.
Okay.
You could do merchant Kaisa to base, which is not bad either. You could do that too. I think it's two playable lines here. I think we're probably always rebuking the Sett, especially if he buffs it. if he buffs it on his turn. No, I think we're always rebuking the set. I think it's Darius because we can use Darius to score both of our points next turn.
Okay, so I was thinking, I'm at 1, right? So I'm at odds, and I'm assuming this merchant's going to get run over. So we're only looking to probably score 1 next turn. We can't get two next turn unless we go merchant Vi.
Or
we get
we're
hold.
rebuking the set, so
Yeah,
we're always
yeah.
going to.
Okay.
I don't think merchant Vi here is wrong, but playing the Vi means that we lose the challenge, or not lose, but like our Vi dies, and like that's not something that we necessarily want to happen. It's much harder for him to challenge a Darius that's on the field because he has to buff it, which the only card which lets him buff and play challenge is Pit Rookie, which means he has to have exactly Pit Rookie challenge. And then he gets like super punished by the rebuke. So yeah, I probably would have done the Darius and then just developed the merchant on our next turn.
Yeah, okay. I'm also just wondering about the line. If he comes in with, he can't challenge the Vi pre-combat if he wants to take this left battlefield off me, right? Because it's 5. Like it'll be 3 damage and 5. And so if he comes in to challenge the merchant, I've got I get the first window for rebuke because he still won't challenge the Vi pre-combat.
Yeah, no, that's correct. That's correct.
So
I think the only thing you're worried about is
challenge and go right.
Challenge and go right's definitely that. He could have like challenge first mate, which would fucking cook you. There's the Pit Rookie, okay. And there's the first mate. Okay, that's not correct. You just go set up, set over, but whatever. Okay, not tapping our set. And then we just rebuke it here. Like I said, I don't think the merchant buy is wrong. Like I think that's completely justifiable. I just personally would have just put the Darius on the board because whoa. Okay, well that's definitely wrong. That is like you insta rebuke this set because now we actually aren't gonna score 2 points next turn. Yeah, you just rebuke the set. Like if he wants to crash with the Pit Rookie, let him. And then, yeah, because now he's going to score 2 points. Like, more important than us scoring 2, he's scoring 2, which puts him on point parity. He's actually technically ahead of us in point break points now, which is like a great way for us to lose this game accidentally. Yeah, that's like the complete miss. You always rebuke the set here. Keep him off of 2. If he wants to crash, that's fine. You know, you made this play which develops your base, and you're not taking advantage of that fact that your base is developed. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think regardless of whether or not you do this play or the Darius play, you always rebuke the set. Like that's non-negotiable.
Okay. It looked like if I did, I'm going down to two runes and I can't, and then Darius is dead in my hand next hand anyway.
Well, see, that's why I was playing out the Darius last turn is because then we don't have to worry about not being able to play him because he's already on the board. You know, cards like Rebuke and Falling Star, you need to develop your big guys. Like, you really need to develop your big guys before you play them. And so, like, yeah, like, you kind of cucked yourself, to be honest. You're still probably fine. I mean, you can rebuke the set now and eat this Hidden Blade, which is nice. Unless he Hidden Blades is set. Oh, but if he Hidden Blades is set, he gets to protect it. Oh, yeah, you're fucked. You are super fucked. Holy. Yeah, he's just gonna Hidden Blade and protect the set. Okay, or he's not. Or he's bad at the game and doesn't know how to play. Unless it's not a Hidden Blade, it's like a Pocket Cub or something.
No, it'll probably be a Hidden Blade. There it is.
Yeah, it was Hidden. He just didn't. Okay, this game is unwatchable. Oh my goodness. No, oh my goodness. Yeah, just like 15 misplays in those last 2 turns is crazy. Yeah, like you should have rebuked it when it walked in. He set the Hidden Blade, which punishes you for not rebuking, and then you rebuke, which is probably wrong in that situation now that I'm thinking about it because he can just react with Hidden Blade and kill a Sett and protect it. But then he doesn't do that for some reason and lets it get bounced and just like yeah, just like he could have drawn 2 cards there. He could have had the Sett in base to walk over the Vi. I mean, just everything about this game has been atrocious.
Yeah, the
Um,
fact that I rebuked it when I could have just done it a turn earlier and stopped the points is just stupid. So
I think if you win this game, it was completely undeserved. I don't think there's any justification for you winning the game from this position. Like now you're forced to like ride the wind on your Vi for nothing. Yeah, it's like nice ride, dummy. Nice ride, dummy. You're gonna be able to walk over the Sett on your turn, but I don't think that's even correct. I think you just go to 4 and back the merchant. It's probably, by the way, it was probably correct to ride to tree, so his first mate can't walk in. Like this was a turn you could have stopped him from going to 4, and then you just didn't, and now he's going to 4, and so like now you're just like you need to be keeping him on. You need to be looking for opportunities to keep him off of the points, and you're just not looking for those opportunities. Um, I mean that's a really good top deck. To be fair, that's a really good top deck. He's just gonna gank over and kill it though. So unless we top deck Flash or Foff, yeah, okay. Is it correct to Vi here? I don't feel like it is. I don't feel like there's any reason to do Vi here. But I mean, I guess we go to 5 is fine. Yeah, it's not
I
wrong.
made a misplay
Which is
there
like a
too. I yeah,
no. I think it's you didn't play around call.
I didn't make it big
Yeah,
enough.
you just scoop it up, scoop it up. I just assumed that you were gonna play around call if you were walking in. Like I think walking in is fine. You know, you play if because if you play around call, then he can't call, or if he like does call for some reason, even though you're beating him, it's like that's fine, like he dies, but he's not never using the call right, and so now he just has a dead call to glory in hand that he can't ever use. Um, and then he has monk. Yeah, you're like turbo cooked. Um, yeah, and if you're gonna walk in with the Vi, by the way, if you're gonna walk in with the Vi, you should have done that before going in with the Kaisa, because if you walk in with while you're tapped out, he doesn't have to play around anything. Um, but that's like the least important part about that turn. Wow, that was crazy. I can't believe that just happened. I'm like, yeah, and see, like now you're like turbo dead. Now you're like super dead. Yeah. There's like literally there's no play. There's no line here. There's not a single playable card in your hand.
Yeah,
I mean, like I thought you were playing well at first, but yeah, it's like, and I just think you made like a couple of small misplays that compounded, and then I think you just like ended your Vi for no reason.
yeah, for sure.
Um, Yeah, so sorry. That sounds really harsh,
No,
but
no,
like
I agree with you.
that was like
It's like
unwatchable. Like
I
that was
just
atrocious.
it's not even like something that I'm realizing on the watch back. I knew it as soon as I walked in
Yeah,
on
okay.
something
I
of it.
figured.
Like,
Yeah, I figured that you're good. Yeah, I figured you would realize that as soon as it happened. So I don't have to tell you. It's just like for the audience, it's like don't do that. Don't eat your vibe for no reason. Rebuke the Sett when he walks in. Holy. I think the most important thing you could take away from that game is that you just weren't watching his points. Like you're just like letting him go 2-4-6, and like that's how you lose games is by letting your opponent score twice every game, every turn. If you're not keeping them, if you're not actively attempting to keep them off of those point break points, like you're gonna lose the game. Like the game's gonna end, and there's gonna be nothing you can do about it.
so that I think most of those decisions and stuff there that you pointed out in hindsight, they all make sense and are pretty easy ones to fix, except for the early rebuke, the one that puts me down to 2. I know it was compounded that because I didn't play the Darius the turn before and therefore it was stuck in my hand. But like those early rebukes where you're on like 2 runes.
Yeah,
After
no,
it,
obviously
I
it
kinda
feels bad, but you have to remember that it's completely fine to go down runes if you're in a winning position. Like if you're ahead on points, ahead on board, like being low on runes doesn't matter. That's why I was so a favor of playing the Darius is like, yeah, you go low on runes, but you have enough of runes to play both of the 2s in your hand next turn anyway, right? So it's like you're still making use of all your cards. You're still making use of all of your energy. You're putting him behind, so he has to spend his turn just to replay a set and do nothing. And then, but at that point, you're ahead. Like you would have been up like a million points. He would have scored 0 points instead of going to 4. He would have still been at like 1 or 2, and it's like, yeah, it's just like a lot of compounding mistakes there for sure.
Yeah,
Going first,
the
Ryan
reason
Kaisa, yeah, that's correct. That's what I would do.
one ride, one Kaiser. Yeah, the reason why I just pointed that out in particular was because that was the least intuitive like decision out of those ones that I think a lot of other people that are watching would also struggle with. So I wanted to hear your thoughts around like
No, absolutely,
how
absolutely.
much you value the points over runes.
Yeah, points are always more important because like you're gonna get more runes. I mean, like you're gonna get more runes, so it's totally chill. All right, this is pretty good open.
Apologies for the jiggle peak on the camera.
The bro's spazzing out. Holy.
So we're playing on arenas and monastery. Means okay, here we go. Right into merch.
I was like, is he playing a first mate? Yeah, he is. That gives us some insight about his hand. He's probably like low on units, or like doesn't have any 2 drops, of course, but he's probably low on like playable cards. It's probably like spell heavy if I had to guess. We'll see. Go up. What are we pitching? Foth? Yeah, okay. I like Foth. I don't think Foth is doing anything in these first couple turns. Probably just pass here. If you play this Vi, hold. Oh my god, that is super wrong.
Okay.
You just pass. You hold up the Seeker. Because the problem here is that we're just spending runes for no reason. Like, there's no reason to develop this Vi, unfortunately.
The only reason
You're
I'm
like,
thinking is because next turn merchant goes to
yeah.
3 on hold. If we seeker his guy, if he tries to come in, we go to
See,
4
what you
with
have to understand
another
about
unit.
Annie, I understand why you played it. You're like, oh, I need a guy to score the 4th point. What you need to understand about Annie is a couple of things. Like, look at her hand. We're drawing a card off the Seeker, we're drawing a card for turn, and then we're drawing a card off the Merchant. So that's 3 draws. We're gonna find a guy that can score the 4th point, you know? And then on top of that, worst case scenario, we're Seekering this first mate, so the first mate's always dead. He's gonna have no units on the board, which means we can always just flash back the Merchant and score with the Merchant. Both of those plays infinitely better than playing this Kaisa. Because now when we Void VS, we're going to go down to 2 runes, which means we're not going to be able to accelerate Kaisa when we top deck it, inevitably. Yeah, he's going to buff. That's fine. Second first mate for some reason. Okay, I guess he is going to have a guy on the board. That sucks, but it's not that big of a deal. Yeah. Void this guy. He's going to call. No, just going to protect it. Oh, there's the guy that would have scored us the point. But he has the pit rookie to contest, so. Okay, there's the Darius. First thing we do is we back this merchant. Oh, do we flash the merchant? No, we have the Gus. We probably just Gus the Pookie, huh?
So we can, yeah, we can.
No, you're not supposed to pitch with. You're not supposed to push with the Vi. I mean, I guess it's fine. We have flash. It doesn't matter. This is fine. If you're making the play where you play the Vi, it's fine to push her up because that preserves the most cards in hand. So I don't disagree with that. From this position though, you do just have to pass. Um, you could back the merchant actually first. Yeah, I don't disagree with that. Back merchant, pitch the sneaky. No, that's fine. You can do that. It's probably correct to do that. Actually, I'm realizing it's correct to back there because if for some reason your flash doesn't resolve or you can't play flash, it's also correct because it threatens a ride the wind score on that battlefield. Um, yeah. Okay. Well, we just flash here. pitch this sneaky deckhand. Yeah. Oh, it's a pretty good draw. It's a pretty good one. It wasn't correct for him to hidden blade, by the way. It was he offers you trade with the first mate, and then lets you go back to base, and then he just holds up hidden blade for your turn because he needs you to recycle before he hidden blades. And if you offer trade with first mate, he eats the retreat. One of two things happens: he either eats the flash or he trades with the Vi. If he trades with the Vi, he wins. If he eats the flash, he wins because eating the flash means that the hidden blade resolves. So it's just like completely misplay from our opponent. Like he was valuing his first mate way too much. Like when you walk in to trade with a Vi, the Vi is you're never actually trading unless your opponent doesn't have anything. But then you can make the read on your opponent's hand that they don't have anything. So it's like you always win in that situation. We're not supposed to gust here, by the way, but it's fine.
So the only reason I was thinking is to hold him on odd
Oh,
points.
he's on 3? Okay, yeah. I thought he went to 3 already. Keeping him off 3 is fine, yeah. I like that. Keeping him off at 4 is definitely correct. I thought he was already hit scored as well.
So now it should be pretty free, right? We take the battlefield.
Oh yeah, the game's over. The game's like he wasted his hidden blade, which means he has to hard draw into his second one. Our hand is crazy stacked. We're probably supposed to develop this Darius, but I mean, other than that, I don't think it matters. I mean, it doesn't really matter either way, but because yeah, we just developed the Darius, ready to hold up flash our guys. On our turn, we can rebuke, ride. Yeah, it's like because if we play the Darius to base here, we have lethal through Hidden Blade on his turn or on our turn. Now it's gonna be a lot harder for us to win through Hidden Blade, I think. Because on our turn we're at 8. Well, I guess it's probably fine because we just go rebuke Darius. Merchant, rebuke Darius. Okay, we probably still have lethal, but I would have played the Darius to base.
Not sure what he's thinking about here. We know he's got a first mate because of the gust, so he's probably thinking some 4-drop first mate. Like, I don't know, pit rookie first mate, something like that. Then we can just rebuke, not showstopper.
Okay.
Yeah, he concedes off this. He just ticks my points up and.
Yeah, I mean, I would concede if I was him as well.
No interaction. Okay, well that was match versus Sett.
Yeah, I mean, you should have won that 3-0, but I mean, it is what it is.